So, where did we stop yesterday?
Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu had lost his head guru. Brahma was there. Mahadeva was there. All the Devas were there. But if even they did not know what to do, whom could they ask?
A beautiful question, child. There are moments when even those whom we call gods must remember the source of their own power. And that is what Brahma remembered. Before them stood Narayan, the protector of the worlds, headless. Brahma was helpless. Shiva remained silent. The Devas were overcome with grief. And then they surrendered, not to another weapon, not to another Deva. They surrendered to her, the power from whom every power arises. The Devas gathered around Brahma helplessly. Mahadeva silently looked at. Brahma looked upon the frightened assembly. For a moment, he too remained silent. Then the Creator closed his eyes and remembered the power before creation. When Brahma opened his eyes again, his fear had become surrender.
Do not despair. What has happened is beyond our understanding. But it is not beyond her. Before creation arose, she was. Through her Shakti, creation moves. Through her Shakti, Hari protects. Through her Shakti, Rudra dissolves. There is but one refuge before us now. The Divine Mother, Mahamaya.
The assembly became silent. One by one, the Devas folded their hands. Mahadeva closed his eyes. Indra bowed his head. The Rishis, the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Kinnaras all stood in surrender. Brahma prepared to invoke the mother, but then something unexpected happened. Brahma, the creator, from whom knowledge and sacred speech flow into creation, searched for words worthy of her and found none. How could a few words describe the one who existed before words themselves? How could the created adequately praise the mother of creation? Brahma lowered his head.
Mother, what words can I offer you? My speech is born within your creation. My knowledge shines only through your grace. How then can I speak of the one from whom even knowledge arises? No, let not Brahma speak. Let Shruti speak. Let the eternal Vedas sing the glory of their mother. O Vedas, praise her.
And then the Vedas themselves began to praise Mahamaya thus, as in the Devi Bhagavat Purana, 1st Skandha, 5th chapter, verse 52, which says,
Veda uvacha Namo Devai Parichinna Shaktaye Jagadambike Namaste Sarva Shaktye Cha Mahamaya Swarupini Tvameva Jagatam Dhatri Tvameva Parameshwari Tvatta Eva Samutpannamidam Vishvam Characharam Tvaya Vinana Devopi Kaschit Spanditumakshamaha Brahma Vishnuscha Rudrascha Sarve Tvadvashavartinaha त्वमेव सर्वकार्याणां कारणं परमं शिवे त्वदधीनं जगत् सर्वं त्वं हि सर्वस्य कारणम् यदि ते निष्कृपा दृष्टिरस्मासु च जगन्मयी तदा वयं कुतो नाथमलभन्तो भवार्णवे प्रसीद जगदम्बे त्वं शङ्कुरुष्व सुरेष्वद्य प्रसन्ना भव देवेशि देवदेवं प्रबोधय छिन्ने शिरसि विष्णोस्तु उपायं कुरु शोभने यथा पुनस्तु देवेशः शिरसा संयुतो भवेत्।
And then there was no form, no face, no figure descending from heaven, only a presence. And from that boundless presence came a voice.
Rise Brahma, rise Shiva, rise O Devas. Let grief leave your hearts. What has occurred has not occurred without purpose. You see before you a catastrophe. But what appears to you as destruction is the meeting of two streams of destiny. Listen and understand.
The first stream began with Mahalakshmi. The Devi Bhagavad Purana, 1st Skandha, 5th chapter, verse 85 says,
कदाचित् दृष्ट्वा वदनं लक्ष्म्या सस्मितमच्युतः जहास कारणं किञ्चिन्नोक्त्वा तत्र जनार्दनः.
It means, once Achyuta looked upon the face of Lakshmi and smiled. Janardana laughed, but did not explain the reason. The Devi Bhagavad Purana, 1st Skandha, 5th chapter, verse 86 continues.
सोत्प्रेक्ष्यात्मानमवज्ञातं रूपेण रहितं तदा क्रोधेन महता अविष्टा शशाप मधुसूदनम्.
It means, Lakshmi misunderstood his laughter. Believing herself slighted, she became overwhelmed by anger and cursed Madhusudana. Verse 88 should feel philosophical and inevitable. Verse 87 records the curse.
विशिरा भवतुरम्ये मन्नाथेति तदा मुदा तामेवं हि शशापैनां तस्याः शापो अभवत् तदा.
And verse 88 explains,
न च किञ्चिदपराधोऽस्ति हरेस्तत्र जगद्गुरो भवितव्यं तु यद्भावि न तदन्यथा भवेत्.
It means, Lord Hari had committed no true offense, but that which is destined to unfold cannot unfold otherwise. Yet this was only the first stream. Far away on the beautiful banks of the Saraswati, another destiny was being forged. The Devi Bhagavata Purana, 1st Skandha, 5th chapter, verses 93 and 94 say, Hayagrivo asuraha purvam tapastepe sudarunam saraswatyastate ramye sarvakama vivarjitaha ekaksharim mahavidyam maya bija samanvitam jajapa manasa dhiman niraharo jitendriyaha. It means, an asura named Hayagriva performed terrible austerities on the banks of the Saraswati. Renouncing desire, abstaining from food, mastering his senses, he meditated upon the one-syllabled Mahavidya, the Maya Bija. Pleased by the intensity of his tapas, Devi appeared before him. The Devi Bhagavata Purana, 1st Skanda, 5th chapter, verse 95 says,
तस्या प्रभावतो जातो वरदोहम तदा नघे वरम वृणीष्व दैत्येन्द्र यत्ते मनसि वर्तते. Ask, O Daitya, what boon resides within your heart?
Verse 96 records his answer.
Amaroham bhaveyam vai maranam me na chapyatu yuddhe vapya yuddhe vapi devi me diyatam varaha. Let me be immortal. Let death never come to me in battle or outside battle.
But Devi replied. The Devi Bhagavata Purana, 1st Skanda, 5th chapter, verse 97 says,
जातस्य मरणं दृष्टं न भूतः कोऽप्यमरः क्षितौ म्रियन्ते सर्वसङ्घाताः कालः कलयति प्रजः. Whatever is born must die. No embodied being is immortal. All compounded forms must pass away. Time consumes all beings. Choose another boon.
Hayagriva thought. And then he found what seemed to him an impossible loophole. The Devi Bhagavata Purana, 1st Skanda, 5th chapter, verse 99 records his request.
Hayagrivan me maranam bhave devi na chanyatah devanam danavanam va manavanam cha suvrate.
It means, let my death come only from a Hayagriva, one who bears the head of a horse, and from no other among Devas, Danavas, or humans. He believed such a being could never exist. And now, child, look at the two streams together. Lakshmi's words, the Asura's boon, and Narayana standing without his head. What appeared to the Devas as catastrophe was becoming the doorway to a divine solution. The boundless radiance began to gather, crimson, gold, light upon light, until the formless mother allowed herself to be seen. Mahamaya, Parashakti, the mother of the worlds, and Devi revealed the solution. The Devi Bhagavat Purana, 1st Skanda, 5th chapter, verses 108 and 109 declare,
तस्माद्धयसिरो भूत्वा हनिष्यति स दानवं छादयित्वा श्वमूर्ध्ना वै देहं नारायणस्य च संयोजयतु वेदाश्च शिल्पिना विश्वकर्मणा.
It means, therefore, Narayan shall bear the head of a horse, and he shall slay that Danava. Let Brahma summon the divine craftsman Vishwakarma, and let the horse's head be joined to the body of Narayana.
A horse's head?
Yes, child.
Then he became Hayagriva?
Yes, Shri Hayagriva. Haya means horse, and Griva refers to the neck.
But Guru, the Asura was also called Hayagriva.
Yes, the Asura had asked to meet death only at the hands of a Hayagriva. And now, for the first time in creation, one was about to arise. Not an Asura, not merely a warrior, but Narayan himself, in a form the worlds had never seen. Śrī Hayagrīva. And thus, what appeared to the Devas as an impossible catastrophe revealed itself as part of a cosmic design. Mahamaya turned toward Brahma, and the mother revealed what must now be done. For the first time, the Devas understood. Vishnu's apparent misfortune was the very means by which Dharma would be restored. Brahma raised his eyes. Among the celestial assembly stood Vishwakarma, the divine architect, the master craftsman of the Devas. The fear that had gripped the assembly began to disappear. There was now a path. There was now a purpose. And Vishwakarma stepped forward. Then a noble celestial horse was brought before them. Pure, radiant, serene. Its white form seemed almost woven from moonlight. The creature stood without fear, as though even it understood that something greater than one life was about to unfold. What followed was not an act of violence. It was an act performed under the command of the Divine Mother for the... Then the new form breathed. One immense breath passed through creation. And with that breath, the silence of the cosmos became sound. The body was Narayana. The head was that of the celestial horse. But what stood before the Devas was neither wounded Vishnu nor an ordinary horse-headed being. It was a new manifestation of the eternal, a form brought forth by the wisdom of Mahamaya to accomplish what no other being could accomplish. Shri Hayagriva.